This video I am going to teach you how to set the dam and measure the thread and put the thread through the needle and then tie the thread so that you can start sewing. So the things you're going to need are your needle and your needle card and thread and then your shears and then fabric. So first thing, we got to measure the thread. So to measure the thread, you get a spool and you hold it by your chin, and then you're going to stretch your arm out and you're going to cut it right up here by your chin. So we have this big long piece of thread. And then we're going to get our needle and we're going to take our thread and we're going to put it through the eye of the needle. Remember, there's that hole up on one end of the needle. That's the eye of the needle. And then what we're going to do is we're going to just let our needle dangle on the thread, and we're going to bring the two tails of the thread so it's together. So I got my two tails here and I got my needle dangling here. I'm going to tie these two threads together doing an overhand knot. An overhand knot, you can make an upside down U, spin your U so you got a little loop, and then you're going to pull your tails through the loop, and then you're going to pull it and you're going to end up with a knot. That knot is tiny and it's going to pull right through the fabric. That's not actually what's going to stop our thread. It's going to help us make the dam, though, the knot is. Just like a dam holds river water back to make a reservoir, this knot is going to help us make the dam so the thread doesn't pull through the fabric. So watch, if I don't make a dam and I pull, the knot goes right through the fabric. There it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up through the fabric, and then I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop when the knot, which is right here, is about 1 inch away from the fabric. And then I'm going to take my needle and I'm going to go back through the fabric. And then there's our knot, there's our fabric. I'm going to take this needle and I'm going to go between the two threads, between the knot and the fabric. It's a lot of betweens. And then I'm going to pull the whole thing tight. Oh, my tail got stuck up in there. I'm going to pull the whole thing tight. And what I have there is the dam. The knot is keeping the thread from pulling through. And I got my tails. So I want to cut my tails off right away so that they don't get away in the way of my sewing. Tails go in the garbage. And here I am ready to sew. So then I would just go ahead and sew. That is how you measure your thread, put it through the eye of the needle, tie an overhand knot in the tails, set the dam, and do your first stitches.